Hey, everybody. Come on in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your man, KTJ, and this is Love Coach Sessions Live. Welcome to the show. And sorry we're running a little late today. We had some things that had to get taken care of. Had some computer issues, but everything is solved and we're ready to rock. So, you guys, today we're talking about what does it mean when a man says, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. All right. I want you guys to come on in the house, and we got the chat room that's wide open. Come on in. Let's get this conversation going to this evening. And, look, if you know somebody who needs to be in on this conversation, hit that share button and share it with your people, with your community. Like, there's somebody who needs to hear this conversation. I'm sure of it. I am absolutely sure of it. There's somebody who needs to hear what's going to be said. So this is going to be good. We're going to get into it. And if you have comments, look, if you watching, pop in on the chat box and let me know that you're here. Check in with your boy as we get this show rolling, you guys. So today we're talking about this. I've been hearing this quite a bit about people. What's going on, Corey? About men saying, like, you find the perfect person, you find the person who really resonate with you, you find somebody that, like, this seems like, yeah, like they're the right fit for you. Maybe they look just right for you, right? And everything else is right. And then you say, hey, so what's your feelings about relationships? And they say, wait a minute. I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now. What are they really saying? And I want you guys, listen, this is a community show, right? I want y'all to pop in and tell me what you think the person is saying. And particularly, a lot of times women say these things too, but we're talking about really men. Like what's a guy saying? What does a man really mean when he says, I'm not ready for a relationship? All right. So that's what we're talking about today. And this is going to be a good conversation to have. I got some pointers. I got some keys that I want you guys to kind of hone in on and listen in on. And it's going to be helpful. So one of the things that I want to talk about when we talking about this ready for a relationship, right? I want to kind of take you through the mind of somebody who makes this statement. Okay. There's a couple things that's going through their mind. Now, I'll just get to the why first, right? Why a person might not be ready for a relationship. And while I'm saying that, check this out, y'all. Here's what I want you to always remember. A person will tell you exactly who they are, and they'll show you exactly who they are if you give it enough time, right? If you give it enough time, a person will tell you who they are. A person will tell you what they're up to. A person will tell you what they want if you give it enough time, right? And you listen in. So check it out. Reasons why a person might not be ready. A man might not be ready. Sometimes a guy, it says he's not ready if he is holding out for his ex. I'm telling you, there's some people out here. There's some guys. So there's some look, and this goes for the men and everything I'm going to say today actually goes for men and the women. Okay, there's some guys, right, who are not quite over his ex. There's a guy who's not quite over his ex. He's not quite over the experience that he had with his ex, and he's leaving that spot open just in case she was to come back. All right, so that's a reason. What's going on, Akemia? Thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate you. All right. That's the reason. Another reason that a guy might say, I'm not ready for a relationship is he's busy in his life, right? If he's got school going on, he might have finals going on. He might have a lot of pressure at his job, right? If a person is launching his business and he's really wrapped up in his career, he might not have time for a relationship. All right. Now let's put a pin in that and talk about what is time for a relationship. What does that mean? Right? Time for a relationship might mean, you're expecting to have him call you, right? You're expecting for that text to come through. You're expecting communication throughout the day. You're expecting the FaceTime. You're expecting his physical presence to be with you. And guess what? If you got school happening, you got work happening, you got entrepreneurial things happening, you don't have time to be going back and forth with somebody, trying to make them feel like included in your life. Sometimes you got to just back up and say, hold up, I don't have time to be in a relationship. All right. Now here's one right here. A reason that somebody might say they're not ready. They're not sure about you. If a person is not sure about you, they'll say, I'm not ready for a relationship. Listen to this, y'all. A person that makes that statement might be ready for someone else who asked him for a relationship. If his favorite crush, hey Demetria, thank you so much for coming through. Look, if his favorite crush asked him to be in a relationship, guess he's going to say yes immediately, no problem. if Rihanna got his number and was like, look boy, look rude boy, I want to be in a relationship with you. I know she I don't think she's Jamaican, but she's from one of them islands. Guess what he would say? Heck yeah, right? Because that's Rihanna. Suddenly he'd be ready to be in a relationship. But if a guy is not sure about you, he will show you that, and he might say something like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. Another reason a man might say he's not ready to be in a relationship, he is not done with his past. He has not resolved the hurt from the past. Hey, LaDonna, thank you so much for checking in. What those time wasters? Yes. Look, if he's not quite done with the past, maybe there's a hurt. Maybe he got his feelings hurt on the last person. Maybe they left him for somebody else. Maybe they cheated. Maybe they treated him badly. Maybe he was abused. Y'all do know men get abused, right? Maybe it was an abusive relationship and he's shy about jumping in again. Okay. So that could be a reason for a man to not want to go forward. All right. Hey, Monica, thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you. All right. So another reason gets down to it. You are not the one. A reason that a man might say he doesn't want a relationship is you're just not the one. So let's talk about it. If a guy wants to go ahead now, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Look, chime in. What are some reasons that you know of that a man or a woman? I said man initially, but listen, we got to throw the ladies in here too, because the ladies do that as well, right? Why would you say you are not ready for a relationship? Drop it down in the chat box. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So one of the reasons, and look, I'm going to switch this up and go to the ladies, right? A lady might say that she's not ready for a relationship if she just wants to play the field. She's not ready to settle down yet. She doesn't want the commitment of one person. So she just keeps it going, keeps it moving. All right. I'm coming over there to y'all chat box in a minute. All right. So another reason that a lady might say that she's not ready for a commitment is she's not ready for a relationship is she's got other priorities, right? Other things are more important in her life at this time. Now, let's say if she's a mother, okay, she's a career woman. Let's say she's even a single mother. She's a single mother, career, like, you got the PTA, you got to do homework. If you got to do all those things, you might say that you're not ready for a relationship. All right. And you'd be right about that. Now here's a good one, you guys. This is really one that I've heard a lot, and I want you to hold on to this one. That Sometimes people are afraid of losing their space and their freedom. Okay. Sometimes they say I'm not ready for a relationship because they're afraid of losing their space. Because look, when you get in a relationship, now you got to call. Like I said before, look, now you have to text. Now you have to talk. Now you have to communicate. Well, how's your day going? What's your day like? Like now you have the expectation of someone who is waiting to hear from you every single day. Now, if you're open to a relationship and you want to be checked on and you want somebody checking for you and you want to check on somebody, it's the perfect thing, right? Works just fine if that's what you want. But if you're not in that kind of place right now, then that sometimes will be, it could be a hindrance. Like it could be annoying if you're not really ready for a relationship and having to call somebody, text, good morning, beautiful, you know, good night, handsome. Sometimes it's good if that's what you want. But if it's not what you want, it's not what you're ready for, then it can be annoying. All right, let me jump over here and see what's going on in the chats. Got my girl Monica checking in. I appreciate you. Yes. What is a 7 month run? I don't know what you're talking about, LaDonna. A 7 month run. I had to think about that one. That's why I don't date just to be dating. Yes. Let's talk about that. Right? Some people are dating just to be dating. And I was in a talk the other day. A lady said, this lady said, I'd like to just go out. She said, you know what? I think it's nice to be able to get dressed and go out and have a nice dinner with a guy. And I'm not, I'm not looking to get nowhere. I'm not looking to build anything. I just want to go out and have a good time. And I said, you know what? There's nothing wrong with you wanting to get up and have a good time, right? But make sure you tell that guy that before he spends his $30-$40 on a steak for you. And his for a round of shots and wine and all of that. Before he dropped $300, $200 on his meal and his entertainment, make sure that you're not really interested in doing anything. Like you just out to have a good time and have him spend his money on you. Like, no, is it a big deal? No, not as long as you tell him. People confuse the two relationships and dating. That's a whole nother topic. Confusing the two relationship is consistent. Moving towards marriage, preferably, and dating is to see if you're going to be in a relationship. Yes. Hey, Steph, what's going on? My girl is in the house. I love it when my people come through and support. All right. LaDonna says a man that wants a relationship will make it clear and actions behind it. Come on, come through. Listen, that's 100% fact, right? We as men are wired to go after, to conquer, to win. Look, while you ladies were playing with Barbie dolls and having your easy bake oven, right? While y'all was playing house and playing nursemaid and all that stuff with your baby dolls and teaching school, guess what boys were doing? Boys were competing. Boys were fighting. We were shooting basketball, football, baseball, soccer, and all of it was about winning. It was all about conquering. It was all about and some of these things, like you would have thought that we were going to win a trophy or something, right? I'm talking about, I'm talking about, right? Like, I'm talking about going at it 100%, diving for a ball. Look, I can remember y'all being a young man, and we used to play football in the middle of the street, tackle football on the concrete in the middle of the street. I mean, who's playing tackle football? I mean, and would dive after the ball and land into cars. Boom. I got a friend who had his two front teeth go right into the side of a car. Inside the man, I don't know how he didn't lose his two front teeth. But we went after it that way, right? And that was passionate. We went after what we wanted. And that is what we rehearsed into manhood, that whatever it is you want, you go after it. You push for it. You let the listen, there's no question about what we were trying to do there, right? Both sides wanted to win. Now, what was we going to win? Absolutely nothing. But you know what we were really going to win? Everything. Because just having the bragging rights that says, we beat you. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. That's all that was required, right? The idea of we're number one. We're number one. We want to be able to say that we are number one. That means everything. That means everything to young men, boys, and to grown men. And it means everything, even into the relationships. Because guess what? We wanted to win because we knew that girls wanted to be with winners. Let's be honest. Right? Girls didn't want to hang out with losers. They wanted to hang out with winners. And so that's why we put the time, the effort to go after what we want. So if the man is not going after what he wants, he doesn't want it. And if he's not coming after you, he doesn't want you. Yes. Madonna says they are afraid to be alone. That is okay. So we talk about reasons, right? Reasons that a person might say they're not ready. Okay, Cinderella Syndrome. You said it's not. Yes, he is not coming. Don't hold out for the prince, because the prince is not coming. There's no prince coming. I'm telling you guys. And listen, here's the thing. Now, once a person tells you that I'm not interested in a relationship, here's what has to happen, right? You have to slowly back up. A person says, I'm not ready for a relationship, right? The question is, what are you ready for? Okay? Especially a man. If a man tells you I'm not ready for a relationship, he's actually setting the table for you to see what you're going to do next. If you're going to eat from the table and you're going to be okay with, because listen, that guy who tells you I'm not ready for a relationship, he wants it to be known that he told you that. Now, here's the problem. Like, some women will think that you can talk a man out of what he said. And guess what? A man will act like he is being talked out of what he said. So you say to yourself, okay, well, you don't want to be in a relationship. Okay, fine. We'll just come. I can still come over for dinner. Oh, we can still go out to have dinner. We'll just go out as friends. Right? Next thing you know, y'all in bed. And then when it's all over, and he tell you, and he give you one of these, I got to get up early tomorrow, which means hit the door, right? And he don't call you the next day or any of that, and you say, well, what happened? I don't know why he did that. He's acting like he really liked me. He called me. He took me out. Why? How come I don't hear from him? Because he told you he's not ready for a relationship. Is he ready to sleep with you? Yes. Is he ready to hang out with you? Even let you soak up his resources? Sure. Why not? But he doesn't want the commitment of just being with you. Now, I hope somebody's listening to this. Listen, I hope you're listening. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hope you're listening. He doesn't want the commitment of being just you, because if he did, he would lock you down immediately. If he was ready to be in a commitment with you, you wouldn't even have to ask. You wouldn't even have to bring it up. He would make it completely clear that these are his intentions. And you would never have to guess. You would never have to guess. You should never have to guess. And if you have to guess what? You are going to guess wrong. You're wrong if you have to guess. And that's a fact. So I want you guys to hold on to that. You know, if the person says, "Oh, I'm not ready for," a man says, "I'm not ready for a relationship," he's like throwing the ball back in your court to see what you're going to do. Either you're going to drop the ball and leave, or you're going to stay and get used. Either way, you decided it. Either way, he told you what he wanted. You can't say he's a liar. He's a dog. He's a cheat. When you see other women rolling through, or you see he clicking over to talk to somebody else, you can't get mad at him because he told you what his intentions are. And when a person tells you who they are, you better believe them. And believe them the first time and not let them have to say it twice. All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys checking in with me tonight. Look, let's stay connected. Stephanie said, "Get the stepping." Yes. Look, let's stay connected. Let's keep this vibe going. We still have more programs and more events, more more activity happening, and we're planning it for the spring and for the summer, getting things going. Time to get back active again, and I'm planning some things right now. So I want you guys to stay connected with us. If you need a love coach session, please, shoot me an email over to lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com. It will have all the contact information there. If you need a one-on-one coaching session, we got you. We will sit down with you and help you figure out what you need and who's right for your life and where to find them, and then what to do once you find them. So coach you right through the whole thing. All right. We need everybody to hit that subscribe button. Listen to this. When you hit that subscribe button, you get notified immediately. When you hit the bell, you get notified immediately of when we get ready to drop a new video, do another live stream, and you get the front seat, right? Because we got some good topics in here. Look, has anybody here gone way back and checked out some of those old videos? Because I'm telling you, I got some classics in this on this channel, and some of you guys, you might be missing some good stuff. So take some time to stroll up and see what we got going on. We got some good titles, some good topics, and some good things to say. And I'm glad that you guys are on this ride with me. So, all right, if that be all, till next time. Peace and love. Bye.